right, everybody, so we're here at Gold's Gym Venice, the Mecca. About to get started. I'm here with Dan from Muscle and Strength. We're gonna have a good time. Rocking my MuscleTech apparel. This new shaker bottle, I'm ready to go. So now we're going to get started on seated alternating dumbbell curls. Then we will superset those with overhead tricep extensions, single dumbbell. I like to do those. Those are my top movements for bis and tris. I like the isolation of doing dumbbells. With the dumbbell, I can actually get more of a twist, so I can really hit the peak basically with a twist of my wrist. I'm more supinated and I'm pushing out with my pinky, so I want my hand to be more so out here as opposed to directly facing upward. So I can really tap into that peak, give me a full range of motion, as well as the overhead extensions. I'm going below 90 to really stretch out the tricep, keeping my elbows pinned in, going below 90, going all the way to the top for a full squeeze, full lockout. That's gonna flush the most blood in the muscle. We did 85s before. We need those hundos. This is a movement I can do a lot of weight on, but I'm not trying to ego lift. I don't want to be throwing the weight. I want to be taking it seriously, controlling the movement. That's why you see me going slow. Sometimes I'll even close my eyes just to really feel it. I typically like to do 4 sets of every movement. Always 4 sets. I never felt like 3 was enough. So I got 2 more to go. We're progressively overloading, which means I'm going heavier for each set. Yeah, and I'm aiming for 8 to 10 reps on this bulk, trying to build size. So on top of eating my macros daily, I'm training heavier, lessening the reps, increasing the weight. So we're gonna put these 40s back. We're gonna go for 45s. I'll start off getting them individually, so that I'll really focus on one bicep at a time. Instead of trying to muscle them all the way through from the beginning, hit one at a time. Whenever I feel like I've exhausted the technique and the form going isolated, I'll knock them out both together, because that way I get to the point where each side is already super exhausted. And then I'm just throwing the last bit of energy I have out on those last 2 or however many left. This will be top set at 50s. Then when I'm done burning out there, I'll pick up these 20s, knock out a bunch of them. Jeez. These key for like back movements, doing rear delts, face pulls, triceps. These really help me focus in and takes my forearms and my grip strength out of it, because I don't have to worry about holding onto it. I think this is the harder set. Between the bis and tris, this is definitely more difficult. especially with having a pump, because you can't, that's like the peak. I can no longer go up there. This is seen in a lot of old school videos. Even Arnold himself used a bicep blaster. The purpose of this tool is so that it can restrict momentum. So when you're doing this, typically, you're not gonna be really rolling back like you see people doing with a straight bar, using their back, using their rear delts to pull the dumbbells or to pull the straight bar. This keeps you locked in tight, even with semi like a lean forward, because it's pushing your shoulders forward, really isolating the bicep there. So the most I'm doing is keeping an upright posture to really bring those dumbbells from a full stretch to a full squeeze. So right now, I'm going push-pull legs. So typically on the push day will be chest and tris and a little bit of shoulders. Pull day will be back and biceps, sometimes deadlifts. Leg day will be just all legs overall, like glutes, quads, hams, calves, the whole nine, and then back and forth. And then since I'm on this prep and I know exactly what the judges told me I'm lacking on, I'll do my best to incorporate another day training whatever specific muscle group that is. Just working with my flaws, trying to develop a proportionate physique, because obviously that's what you need for bodybuilding. It's proportion, it's aesthetics, symmetry. So no muscle imbalances, all about having a well-rounded physique. You feel that like right up there. That's where all the meat is, like right in there. I'm gonna do one more set going up. Ooh. 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 Let me go ahead and lighten the weight, because the setup is the toughest part. You're gonna want a whole cable machine, left and right. So basically if you're using your left hand, you're gonna grab the right cable. Then you go over here. You're gonna use your right hand to grab the left cable. So behind me, it looks like this, like you're already crossed over. Then you line yourself up in the middle of the cable machine. I use the pull-up bars as a gauge to where the middle of the machine is. Then just like a bent over row, you're gonna get horizontal to the floor, parallel. The cables will be behind your knees in that little pocket there. You're going to raise your elbows. Your upper arm will remain parallel to the floor at all times. At no time in the movement will they ever compromise. They can be up here the whole time. The only thing moving is your forearm. Boom. Getting the tricep stretch, the squeeze. Oh. Oh. Ah. So this is gonna be the bicep finisher, 10 and 10. Reverse curls for forearms, brachialis, and then regular curls for 10. finish or should always be miserable? Can never get enough arms though. I'm used to this kind of training, obviously. From coming up, I used to train arms 2 to 3 times a week, literally. Really? Yeah, so I haven't done that in so long because I don't need to. And I'm trying to bring up every other muscle group, but. So this, tapping back into this kind of training style, it's, you know, it's like muscle memory. It's like riding a bike. Doesn't mean it's not painful. Doesn't mean it's not miserable, but I mean, I'm used to it, so I can hang. Right now, I got my MuscleTech here in the shaker bottle. Already mixed it before we got here. That's what we call stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. All right, guys, so the last exercise, we're gonna do farmer carries with the 330s. Oh, no, that's not gonna happen. The arm workout has now been concluded. We finished it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Joshua Manoi once again, and I'm here with Muscle and Strength. Stay tuned for that video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.